This is how I scored another winning trade today. So this is tips from a trader, and if you are a beginning trader, this is going to be a great tip for you so that you can understand my methodology, my strategy on how I place my trades every single day. So as you can see, yeah, we did have a stop loss hit this morning. So my win rate today was 85%, but we took 6 winning trades and 1 losing trade for a total of $3,200. So not bad at all. Now let me show you the setup that we took so that you can use the exact same strategy as a beginner to implement into your trading plan, and you can see consistent profits every single day. Let's jump over the charts and I can show you exactly what I was looking at pre-market and why I was actually looking for a short instead of a long. So let's zoom out here, and what I was looking at on the 1 hour chart is we're in this downtrend, and it's pretty much respected this trend line here or this channel. And so every time it was coming up here, it would fail. Come up here, it would fail, right? And so this morning, what we were looking at was, this is right about market open, is we have one moving average cross. The moving averages are stacked below, so 8 is below the 21 and the 21 is below the 200. And then if we look at the 5-minute chart, so this again, this is pre-market before all this stuff moved, is we have moving averages again stacked. The 8 is below the 21 and the 21 is below the 200, plus we have a squeeze forming, so we have energy getting built up and it's getting ready to release, and we're looking for it to release to the downside because we have a bearish bias. So what I did is I looked at these recent highs, and so now let's kind of go over here. You can see this level coincides here with 40, basically we'll just say 402 or 400 just to keep it round, and then 465 is on the 15-minute, that most recent high. And so what we did was marked those lines and we waited for the market to come up, and then once it started to fall, then we got into the trade and we were able to take actually an 80-point win. And I alerted that in the group, as well as I actually have this video, this one where I was trading live, and so I have a recording of that here. I can show you. So you can see where these lines were, right? So this is actually, this is what we had was our little supply zone, looking for a short. This is after I actually was in the trade, so this is where we were looking at. This is our wheelhouse right here. So as you can see, we're looking for a short. It comes up and tags that area of resistance, and we enter. So it starts coming down and we're looking for it to break, right? We want to break this. This is our first target, and then for it to keep going down. And there's a slight pullback in this. So here's our pullback. And in the video I say, okay, well, if it comes back up into this level, then I will add to it. And that's exactly what I did at 23. And then we just see it slowly drift down. So I put my stop loss up there, and one take profit hit, the next one, and then as it just keeps going, we start seeing this boom. Now we have the 3rd hit, 4th hit, and it just keeps going down. So we're able to take out that low that we were looking for, and then I'm able to move my stop loss into profit. So at this point, we bagged about $2,000-ish, and now I have my take profit in, or my stop loss in the money or in a zone of profit, right? So I have this last low as my stop loss. So if it comes up, great, I'm bagging $700, right? So this is, as a beginner, that's some things that you can look for of these breaks of these levels and like how to take your profits. And this is exactly what I was looking for, right? I was looking for a downtrend. We get our resistance, and then we see these closes below, right? And it just keeps falling. And so we drew our lines based off of the pre-market 15-minute high and 15-minute low. And then we had a little bit of volatility. We were patient. We got in. And then now I'm just riding one single runner. Now, I would have loved to have taken profit here when this one contract made about $2,000. I think it gets up to $2,000, as you can see there, $2,000. And so what I decided to do is move my stop loss down so that I have more profit in my bag. But an awesome trade, really easy trade. There's the $2,000, and so I decided to move my take profit in a little bit lower. So we have it at 360, and this is how you can utilize a trailing stop so that you can get a little bit more out of that trade, as well as using take profits in that trade. So these are great things for someone who's looking to, one, enter, and then how you take profit and how you can use a trailing stop. So here it does end up getting hit, right? So not a bad trade to take for the morning, and we were in and out, and that was this candle right here. Let's zoom in here. It was this one right here. So this 5-minute candle, we were able to make $3,200. So to me, this is honestly a game-changing strategy and one that you can make serious profit. This is one that's been proven, has a 90% win rate that we've been using in our Discord. And it's great because it's beginner friendly. Any beginner can use this to score a winning trade. And you don't have to take 60 to 80 points. Like this trade, like right after our entry here, just getting this back to that 379 level that we were looking for, like that's still 30 points. If you can get 10 to 20 points every single day and be consistent, then it's going to boost, one, your confidence. It's going to boost, your trading account. So you're going to see a lot more money, and you're going to get a lot more confidence, by getting in and getting out. And then you'll then build up more capital in your account, so you have a bigger cushion. So if you want to leave a runner on, you'll have more room to work with. And in that trade, I was just, I was playing with profit, right? I already had money that I had banked because I had taken profit. I have a stop loss that's in profit as well. And so that's a way for me to make a really easy decision because I'm in a good place. I call it like psychologically, my mindset's good. I've made money and I have risk management and I have a plan, right? So I already have a plan, and I wasn't ever wondering, oh man, should I take profit here? Should I not? It was very, very simple. It was an easy trade, and we marked our levels precisely, as you can see. So after we get out of this trade, right, it comes back into this zone, breaks through our levels again, and actually goes lower. And then there was some news here at 8 o'clock, so it comes back into our zone that we had as a sell zone, and then drifts back down through that short again, right? So there were multiple opportunities that you could have gotten this. I only trade for the first 15, 30 minutes of the day, so I wasn't even looking at the charts here, but it just kept respecting this. And that's how I was able to score another winning trade. And so as a beginner, and we have beginners in our Discord, and they're able to look at these charts, and I've been doing some testing with some live trading, showing these charts in the morning and calling out these trades of like, hey, this is what's happening. It keeps coming into these moving averages, these resistance areas, and then it's dumping, right? Now the news, that's obviously out of our control, but again, it did exactly what we thought. So it runs everybody's stops and their trailing stops, and then it goes, okay, cool. Now we found some liquidity and we're in the supply zone, and boom, we're gonna come back down. And it worked its way back down for a little while until it finally found some support here, and it busted through this zone. So that's what I like to look for in my trades, and that's how I'm able to use my strategy to make winning trades every single day. And it honestly is so simple. You're just looking at the highs and lows of a 15-minute candle in a pre-market, and you're waiting for them to either fail off resistance or break, and that's exactly what they did. And so it's a really simple strategy that you can use, and a lot of advanced traders use the same strategy. It's because there's price action at certain levels where stop losses are, and they're going to hunt them, right? They're going to hunt them, and they're going to draw the liquidity out of it, and then they're going to shoot it right back up, and then it's going to come back down once people think, oh crap, it's going short, and then they're essentially just liquidity, they're exit liquidity, right? So that's how I made about $3,000 today, and I'm going to use the same strategy tomorrow, and I'm going to use the same strategy the next day. The key here for me and what I've learned is to not overtrade, because there's the ability to, you have the ability to close your account, you have the ability to close your windows, your platform, whatever it is that you're trading on, and but you also have the ability to place another trade. And I think that's one of the biggest mistakes that new traders get in, and people who maybe even have a loss, is they revenge trade. And so my biggest thing is I get in and I get out, and I'm happy with that $3,000. Sure, could I have gotten more out of it? Absolutely. And that mindset is just basically the fear of missing out, and that's what gets people in trouble more times than not. So this is how I'm able to score winning trades, and these are tips for a beginner to learn, one, the trend, learn a setup where what are the moving averages doing, how to find key levels, and how to execute your entries based off of what the price is doing. So again, I'm a momentum trader, and let's just do a quick little recap of what I was looking for this morning, and it's looking for momentum, which is this squeeze. I'm looking for the moving averages to be stacked, which they were. 8 is below the 21, below the 200. We have resistance, awesome. We break a key level, and from there, you see even the squeeze fire is short there. So this was a textbook A+ setup for me, and one that I teach to my students, and one that you can learn. It's very, very simple. You could literally rewatch this video a couple times and you would understand it. I also have another video that actually goes through the A+ setup. I give examples of a short and a long on how to look and react to that chart and what the setups look like. So very, very simple, 3 steps: looking for moving averages stacked, looking for momentum, and then looking for the price to break a key level. So if you like this content, give a subscribe, like it, and you can watch some other videos, and then feel free to join our Discord. It's an awesome group of people where we do live signals, I post charts, I post a game plan every single morning, and we'll also do some live trading. So I'd love to see you in there.